Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner, Boston 24. Good evening, good evening. How's everyone doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty good on this side. As always, God is great. God is good. And I can't complain, all right? Yes, sir. So, it looks like we're going to get another good fight coming up early next year. And the fight I'm talking about is David Benavidez and Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is 22-1 with 13 knockouts, just coming off his knockout win at the Barclays Center against Anthony Durrell. And David Benavidez is 26-0 with 23 knockouts, coming off his stoppage of David Lemieux earlier this year. So David Benavidez, man, is that dude. You know, he want to fight everybody. He wants Canelo, and, you know, that's the fight he really wants, but he'll fight anybody, right? And I'm glad that, you know, this fight is finally going to take place. I'm glad that Caleb Plant is stepping up to the plate. I guess, you know, the win over Durrell gave him a little more motivation. I'm not going to say it hard. I don't want to disrespect the man, but I do feel like he was shying away from David Benavidez, though, to keep it real. Man, step up to the plate, and now he did. So he posted, you know, that he said, I went and made it happen. Contract is signed. See you early next year. And David Benavidez responded by saying, it's official. Benavidez versus Plant. He said, you can't run from me anymore. See you soon. And David Benavidez has been saying that, man, like, yo, come on, Caleb Plant. Let's fight. Come on, Demetrius Andrade. Let's fight. Come on, Jamal Charlo. Let's fight. And so now we're going to get Caleb Plant stepping up to the plate finally to fight this man. You know, the one that Mike Tyson called the Mexican assassin. If you remember, Mike Tyson had Jamal Charlo on his podcast. And he asked Jamal Charlo, who you want to fight? And he said, man, I'll fight anybody. Jamal Charlo being the middleweight champion, 160. And he said, no, just tell me your name. Mike Tyson said, tell me your name. And he just kept saying, nah, anybody. Mike Tyson said, no, man, no. Then Mike Tyson said, what about the Mexican, what they call him? The Mexican assassin, David Benavidez. And Jamal Charlo was like, oh, he ain't no assassin, he ain't nobody. So then Mike Tyson, all right, so call him out. He said, come on, man. Talk about his mother, talk about his father, tell him, you know, say some obscenities, say anything, man, just so you can get the fight. That's what it's all about. He had to damn near beg Jamal Charlo to say this man's name, David Benavidez, man. Jamal Charlo, come on, man. So I'm saying all that to say, right? David Benavidez, man, is a avoided fighter. He's somebody that nobody's really trying to fight, okay? And so Caleb Plant is going to be the first out of that bunch, Andrade and Caleb Plant and Jamal Charlo to take on this challenge, you know, finally, right? And I'm glad for it. Now, let me say this. I made a video some weeks ago, and I asked a question about David Benavidez because he was supposed to fight Jose Ukatski, who Caleb Plant beat in 2019. And to me, that was a waste of a time fight. I'm not saying that a person can't have losses on their record, man, but it's how you lose, okay? And the fact that he lost to Caleb Plant in 2019, and you trying to fight him, you talking about fighting him, Caleb Plant, but yet you trying to make a fight with him in 2023, and Caleb Plant just coming off a big win against Durrell, who you also beat a couple of years ago. It just makes sense that you would fight Caleb Plant, man, all right? Not Lukatsky, because since his loss to Caleb Plant, he fought a bunch of, no disrespect, man. I don't want to disrespect no boxer in particular, because if I say the names right now, you're not even going to know them, right? If you're just an average fan, right? And I'm not saying, again, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but it is what it is, man. Everybody's not a star in this boxing game. Everybody's not that good. He fought one dude that had 20-something losses, man. So I'm just saying, he fought a few times, 4 times since the loss, but who did he fight? So that's the thing. So my thing is that fight was not going to do anything for David Benavidez. So that's why I questioned it when I made the video. And I said, man, why are you trying to fight Lukatsky, man? No, man. That's not who you don't come off a win against Mario. Pardon me, David. I'm saying Mario Lemieux. Pardon me. You don't come off a win against David Lemieux, right? Who I knew he was going to beat as well, because he's not a boxer, great boxer. He stand right in front of you, try to slug it out. I knew David Benavidez was going to whip on him, but okay, but Lemieux is no joke now. He can pop. So if he catch you, he could really rock you, right? So okay, you give him some props for that if you want to give him, because he's definitely not the Lemieux that fought Triple G now. But anyway, you give him some props. But you don't want to come off a win like that, a fighter like that. Caleb Plant comes off a win against Darrell, who was a champion, and then you fight Lukatsky, Caleb Plant waiting for what? No, man, y'all fight each other. That's what we got to do, man. This boxing game, man. Boxing is about the best, fighting the best. Caleb Plant got 1 loss on his record to one of the best fighters ever, Canelo Alvarez, man. One of my favorite fighters, okay? And he was handling his own in that fight. I'm not a Caleb Plant fan, He's not like one of my favorites, but I give him his props. He was handling his business in the fight with Canelo. He was doing pretty good. I'm not saying he was going to win the fight, because I felt like Canelo was going to break him down at some point, and he sure did, but he still was in there fighting. So, David Benavidez, though, he's a different monster, because he's bigger. I don't know if he's stronger than Canelo, but he's definitely strong. But he's definitely bigger, definitely got a longer reach, and he comes to just seek and destroy. Okay, he comes to just break you down and hurt you and knock you out. And so this is a hell of a fight, right? But when I said that some weeks ago about that, and I heard that they were fighting, it just verified to me that, I'm not just talking in the wind. Because somebody had a post on YouTube about people, some of these announcers, some of the fight channels, just saying things for ratings or just making up stuff, not know what they're talking about. And the person was actually right, because there's a lot of people that are doing it. There's a lot of people making up stuff. I'm not going to say no name, making up stuff before or leading you on with a title of the video, and then when they talk about it, it's talking about something else. It's like they're trying to track you, right? It's like going to the store and you're looking for something to eat, right? And somebody just told me, right, that a family member actually said to me, remember this, that the outside of the package is for entertainment. The back of the package is for education. So when you look at the front of it, it's appealing to you. Oh man, I want to buy this, man. This looks good. I'm going to eat this, man. It's going to taste good. But then when you turn it around, look at the ingredients, then you say, oh man, nah, I'm not going to buy that. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, the same scenario, right? We want to see the best fight the best. We don't want to see boxing has to get back to, boxing will never be like it was, but it can be better, okay? If you just ask for the fights and let the fans see that, okay? And when the fans see that, then at least you could say, well, nah, man, You don't have to worry about the backlash. People, when fans like myself see guys that's not really, you saying, oh man, I'm gonna fight this dude that ain't been busy. He ain't really been doing nothing lately, but I'm just gonna fight him just to stay busy. Nah, man, fight the best. Okay, that's what boxing has to get back to. Okay, I lost my train of thought when I was talking about the labels and all of that, but it's okay. The point is, David Benavidez and Caleb Plant is signed to fight, and that's a good fight. Okay, looking forward to it. I like, both fighters. I like David Benavidez. You know, um, I like his fight style, but Caleb Plant, he's definitely a good boxer. Okay, you got to give it to him. So it's going to be a very good fight, interesting fight, and you know, that's pretty much it, man. But I just wanted to say that, you know, when I heard today that they were fighting, it just verified to me that I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm not just making stuff up. Okay, because I study this. I study boxing. Just because I never was a professional boxer doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about. Because I got boxing in my blood. I got boxing in my family. I know how to box, fight, all of that. I study this. You know what I mean? I study fights. I watch fights over and over and over and over. Okay, doesn't mean I know everything though. I still could learn a lot. But I know something though. All right, so when I see two fighters and different styles and stuff like that, I could kind of understand and I can kind of figure out, how the fight might go, how it might end. I can do that sometimes, right? A lot of times I could do that. But I'm humble with it. Okay? Styles do make fights. Absolutely, styles make fights. But sometimes, man, just is what it is. And that southpaw is always going to be hard to beat, especially if he got that jab and he got that footwork and that defense, man. That's a hard style to beat. That southpaw. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's all I really got. Um, peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24. Everybody, please enjoy the rest of the evening. Be safe. Subscribe to the page. Leave your comments. And that's all I really got for right now. Peace.